Okay, welcome to the next Blender tutorial. So today we are going to be working on depth of field and making a desktop background. So what I'm going to do to begin with is let's go ahead and just move the camera just to the side right here. You want the red line just to kind of run down the side rather than right down the middle. We're going to go ahead and go to view. Let's align view, camera to view. We're going to go with a G. Select your camera, go with G, move this across just a little bit further right there. Alright, so we're going to take this default cube right here, we're going to go S for scale, scale this up just a little bit, and I'm going to go with G just to bring this forward so that we can kind of get an idea of where this is going to end. So just roughly about there. I'm going to go ahead and just bring this forward just to the front of the frame right here, and what we'll do, we'll kind of have this off center. And we'll go to the shading tab. Let's go to, I'm going to change the default material right here, just at the side, to a metallic. So let's go Principal BSDF. Oh, my program's decided to crash. Just give it 2 seconds. Why are we crashing? So it's so early into the project as well and we're already crashing. Okay, so Principal BSDF, let's change this to Metallic BSDF. And I'm going to go ahead, you can go ahead with any tone that you want. I'm going to go with a blue today. Let's go ahead and add in a texture and I'm going to go with Magic Texture. So let's go with Color to Roughness. So we get something like this. I'm going to go ahead, you can scale this up, you can have different depth to this as well, so maybe we could have something like this. If you distort it a little bit more, kind of pull some of that detail in, you just want this as a nice sharp line, something like that. You can go ahead and scale this up, scale this down, it's totally up to you what you'd like. Alright, so once we've got something like this, let's go back to the layout. I'm going to go ahead and split the atom real quick right here. So we've got the screen that we can see and then we have our objects on this side. Alright, so we're going to take this one, let's go Shift D and we'll see how far this moves across. So let's go with -10 and we'll have a gap like this. Now if you go +10 it's going to go to the opposite side. So I'm going to go ahead and select these two and we'll go Shift D and we'll go -20. Select all four. And then we will go with -40. And then if we select all 8, we can go -80. So let's go Shift D, -80, as such. And then you can go ahead with Shift D again and go with -80. So at this point what we want to do is make sure that we've got something coming across the screen right here. So let's go alpha rotate. We'll rotate this back just a little bit and I'm going to go with G and I'm going to go ahead and move this to the side. So if we see the camera right here, let's go G and move this to the side as such. So once we've got something like this, you'll notice that half of the pillars that we've made right here are actually absent. So what we're going to do is go to your data section on your camera and go to lens. You've got clip start and clip end and just go ahead and pull that clip end outwards. So now we can see the rest of the patterns that are coming in. So all I'm going to do with this is let's go ahead and go to depth of field under camera or data section. Use the dropper. Select your first or your second pillar right here and we're going to go ahead and change the f-stop down to 0.1. And this is what it should look like. So the higher the f-stop, the more focused the background and the foreground is. The lower the f-stop, the more focused the particular object is. So we can work with this. I kind of want to pull this one in a little bit, but that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and just select absolutely everything that we've just made and I'm going to duplicate these. So go ahead and take the initial light out so that you don't end up duplicating all of that. And we'll go ahead and Shift D, pull this across, and our gap was 10. So we'll go Shift D again and 10. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with Shift D because we're 2 over, it should be -40. Oh, actually no, -30, my mistake. -30 right here. Let's go Shift D again, -10. and then Shift E again, -10. So now we kind of have this background filled in, we can see some of the foreground, and we can see generally what's going on. Now we can mess around with the f-stop a little bit and just kind of pull some of this stuff into focus. What I'm going to do is, let's go with, because right now we don't have a light, let's go ahead and place in some lights. So you could do this with individual ones if you wanted to. So let's select this one just at the back right here. I'm going to go ahead with the material, and I'm going to go ahead and duplicate the material into a new material just under the premise right here. Let's go with emission, and I'm going to change the metallic BSDF to emission, and now we can go with a nice blue, and we can just kind of turn that up so that you've got a little bit of lighting in there. If you haven't already, switch from EV to cycles, and you'll see that this completely changes the outlook of our scene. Let's go back to materials and just lower that light just ever so slightly. And we can just kind of pull that back just a little bit more. You can go ahead and add the exact same texture on here as the last one if you'd like to. So all you need to do is just go to shading. Let's select one of the bigger ones right here. We'll add this magic texture, so copy. We'll go to the lighting right here, and then we'll paste this onto this one. And what you should get is a nice little lined pattern, kind of the same like this. You can go ahead and turn that down, turn that up, totally up to you. You've also got strength. So you'll still have the light coming through right here, but you've still got the pattern of everything else. Okay, so once we've got something like this, we can go to layout. And we can select just like random ones to be light sources. So we could do this front one right here, go down to the drop down, change it to emission. And we'll have something like this. Go to one of these right here, and we'll change this to emission. Let's go to the world settings as well, and we can just change the world settings just as such. So I mean, this is like a small little project that you could do just for a desktop background or something. You could have like a red background if you wanted, totally up to you. Kind of like a, I don't know, like that kind of just reminds me of kind of cartoony stuff. Yeah, you could have something like that if you wanted to, if that's your preference. Yeah, I thought I would experiment with a little bit of lighting today and some of the nodes for you guys to try out. Also, we could go ahead and add in a plane. As for scale, bring this outwards. Oh, where did my stuff go? Okay, if I'm still on camera, hi. Everything's just kind of gone on me. There we go. Right, okay. So everything's just come back. For some reason, my computer's just... I think the graphics card on my computer's going out. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just going to press G, bring this across to the back right here. And then just press G and bring this down. Yeah. Like, I used to work with a DDR4 at one point. DDR3s and stuff like that. I mean, like... maybe it just needs another bit of RAM. Let's place that right there. Alright, so your background, you could have it slightly shiny if you wanted to. Let's go to materials, new material. I just kind of metallic that material up a little bit. Take that roughness down just ever so slightly. And you should have something like this. I mean, totally, if you want to do something different, it's up to you. It's totally up to you. Different tones or different patterns and stuff, but I thought this would be really good for depth of field and learning how to blur things in the background and learning how to kind of make things in the foreground as well. Yeah, so if you guys like this tutorial, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.